Hello everyone, Jim here, Beau here. Beau is a little less than 6 months old. He's a Vizsla, came in for our residency training program. He's actually a legacy client. That means people that I've worked with before. They have a dog at home I probably worked with almost 10 years ago. They say he's doing fantastic. They want this guy to do the same thing. He's a really good puppy, really affectionate, very treat or food driven, almost to the point that it's a manic food drive. It makes you wonder what happened in the litter, if he got us enough food when he was little or what have you. That creates behavior potentials, which in this case is getting in the trash can, counter surfing. When I bring a treat out, you'll even see it with that. And I'll try to give you a couple of tips while I'm doing this. We work with it, we address it, we make sure our dog's eating the right kind of food. Dogfoodadvisor.com is a good place to start. And then the second thing is making sure he's getting the proper amount. He's a little less than 6 months. I recommend to 6 months at least, maybe a little longer, at least 3 times a day. So normally the cutoff is at 6 months. We're going to start working. So he's got some behavior issues. He's done really good with his obedience. The only other thing is he's not crazy about wet and cold, okay? We just have to work through it. There are times that our dogs are going to have to do it, so we ask them to do it so they understand it's about us as the leader. That leader of the pack principle still stands strong, okay? We always need to be the leader. That's going to make him more confident in where he's at in the pack, which is you, part of you, and at home, and feel more confident and comfortable as he grows up. Being this young, he is going to test as he gets older. All puppies will, up to a couple of years of age. If you're the leader, you're consistent, you'll be able to handle those tests. We're going to start doing obedience. Beau, you ready? Let's go. So you heard that tone. Praise is a combination of words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion. The let's go command is him right here with us. I don't want him out here. I don't want him out here. As soon as he starts to, good boy, as soon as he starts to leave my side, I'm going to tap whatever direction back to my hip. Let's go. He's real good with walking now. He was a pretty good little puller to begin with, but night and day difference. So I change directions. I do that a lot within the beginning of training. And the reason I change directions is to get my puppy to pay attention to me. Sit. Good boy. Hand signal for sit. Sit means sit. I ask him to sit. He has to hold that sit until I release him. With all dogs, all big bone dogs especially, I don't like to put them in a sit more than 15 seconds to a minute at the time, okay? If he did not sit, or if he popped up out of that sit, I would tap the leash straight up, no, sit. So many people get that wrong. They go sit. No, it's no, sit. We're trying to bring power back to our word for no. So it's no, sit, and then like praise when he does it. I'm going to do a BREAK command. He already knows I'm pulling out a treat for him, okay? And I'm going to release him. Break. Right here, notice where my hands are. Good boy. Good. Attaboy, good boy. So I break, I step back, my hands are here. I'm teaching our puppy, or our dog, to focus on us. If I hold my hands out to the side, he's going to go to where the treat is, especially a really treat motivated dog, okay? So I bring it in here, teaching him to break, teaching him I'm the center of the universe, good boy, and laying the groundwork for the come command later. All right, so while I've got him here, I'm going to come right in, down. Good boy, down from in front. By the side is like this. I ask him to down, he has to lay down. Back up a second. On sit, I never have my dog sit, stay. In my vernacular, it's sit. Sit means hold it. Down means down. But if I want him to be there a while, stay. Now he can smell the ground, he can take a nap, he can chew a bone, he has to hold it. Stay for down is important. Also, I use stay to walk out of a room. If I want him to stay in a room, I'll walk out, I'll tell him to stay. If he comes through, in the beginning, we're dragging a leash, we just grab the leash, we're not gonna get mad, no, stay and walk out. Repetitions are the key to it. Praise him when he stays, praise him when he obeys, okay? I could have given him a treat, but I'm trying to get to the point that I'm giving him just as much love, praise, words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion as treats, because he's so crazy about them. You will see here, in fact, we'll do it right here in just a second. Let's go. I'm gonna try to turn him around so that you can see. All right, we'll come back around. Good boy, got a treat. Now, normally, if you watch my videos, as soon as he sits, we praise, okay? Words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion. With him, because he's so crazy over treats, I'll come in and pet him, but I don't give him the treat until he looks at me first. Atta boy. And break. And now he's getting to the point that he understands he doesn't get paid with the treat until he looks at me. And what does that do during training? He's looking at me more and more and more. I'm teaching that focus for the eyes. He's not doing anything right now. Got a treat out. See how he looked right at me? Good boy. There you go. Atta boy. So if you love to give treats, give your dogs treats. There's nothing wrong with it. Make them earn it. Make them work for it. Don't just give it to them for nothing at all. Okay, if you got a dog that's really crazy treat driven, you still give him treats if you want to. Just try to get that focus back to you. Let's go. Sit. Down. Hand signal from down. Good boy. You stepped on my foot, but that's okay. Good. Okay, sit. Good. Let's go. So the other next command, or the other command he really loves a treat for, and I'll pull it out because I like to give treats to help learn, especially in the beginning. Keep in mind, this guy's under 6 months of age right now. Is the atta boy. Beautiful. See how he looked at me? Good boy. Now places, get on your bed, lay down, sit down, stand up, read a book. I don't care what, as long as he stays there. He can't chew on the bed, he can't get off. If he does, those are consequences. If he was just to chew on the bed, it would be a tap and release, okay? If he was to get off, in the beginning we had the leash, I would get him and tap him back. No, 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 place. Good boy, not great boy, but good boy. We always praise at the end of a consequence, but it's a lighter praise. It's designed to get control of you and to let him know this is what we want, all right? Real good. He can do this for an hour or so. In fact, in the beginning when we did place, he'd get about 15, 20 minutes and it would start to whine a little bit. What do we do with that whining? We ignored it, okay? We would not get him up off the bed because he was whining. We wouldn't let him out of the crate because he's whining, okay? We waited till we got quiet to get what we wanted. Having said that, last night out with my dogs and other residency dogs, he was in a place for a good hour, maybe a little bit more than that, while we were just taking it easy. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Come on, let's go. No, so I tapped him. Let's go, good boy. So you notice when I tapped, it was just a tap to me. It's important that when we're walking that we don't have a, let's go. We don't have a tight leash. It needs to be a loose leash, if you will, okay? And then if we need to do something, is slack, tap, and release. Good boy, good boy. No command, let's go. So, my rule of thumb is when our dog is messed up on something, we put him right back there again and we start again. And we do it over and over till we get it right a couple of times. That was very rare what he did right there, which was hold the place command when I told him to let's go. But if he does it, we always come back to work and make sure we get it right. So you ready? Let's go. Good boy. Attaboy, come on. So another command we have is that COME command that I was just talking about. And the come and the break are commands I'll definitely always use a treat on to begin with. We do the come on leash, and once he's got that down, then we start doing it off leash. Inside first, outside second. So I'm gonna sit here, watch my feet. It's a little bit different than the break. Good boy. He comes, he sits. Ah, boy, and he looks at me. Good boy. Break. Now, if he popped up out of that sit, I would have bit him and told him, no, sit again. That was very good, buddy. Let's go. If he's allowed on furniture to load up in the car, we do I use the same point. Load up. Boy, good boy. Good boy. Break. Let's go. So it's really simple. We do these things for a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes at a time. Even a little bit works better than nothing. Okay, sit. Good boy. So now we're going to do the heel command. The heel command is a tighter let's go command. In the beginning, we just go straight past. Heel. We take a few steps, we stop, he sits, he has to hold that sit. We do a few steps so we can focus on what we want. And then once we've got it, heel, hand signal. Watch when I step off, he's coming right back to the box. It's his job to stay in the box. It's our job to keep him in the box. Very good boy. Okay? So as soon as he starts to get out of the box, we're going to tap back into the box. That's all heel is. I use it, and my clients use it primarily when they're in very crowded situations. That takes work, that takes repetition. Break. Because each command, each time we do something in a different place, it's like a dog learning a command for the first time ever. So SIT from in front, SIT from the side, SIT in motion are all different commands. You hear one of our residency dogs, and maybe even one of my dogs, barking right there. Let's go. You know, the beautiful thing about all of this is you're building a relationship together. You can still give them treat. You still give them all the praise you want. But you're defining yourself in something that I believe is very, very instinctive for dogs, is the pack. You know, when he grows up in a litter, which is part of his pack. When he leaves that pack and comes into your home, yes, he may not know that you're a dog. He may know you're not a dog, but that pack instinct is still strong. I didn't make this up. God did, in his infinite wisdom, put dogs on earth as pack animals. All I'm trying to do is utilize that science, that instinct to make it happen. And then I incorporate all the other things I've learned over the last 30 years. This guy's a real good boy. We have to work with behaviors. Like I said, he did have some behavior issues. That's counter surfing, that was getting in the trash. All of that, I believe, goes back to his very strong sense of hunger right now. What doesn't matter, it's still not something we'll allow to happen, but what we have to do is create repetitions, create situations where he's tempted to counter surf, create situations where there might be something in the trash can. You let him wear one of the little tabs I've got. You can look up, if you're not sure what that is, go on Amazon, type in Jim Hodges Dog Training and have tab. It's a real small leash, or in the beginning, a long leash, okay? And you set something there and you turn around and walk away and watch. As soon as he starts to do it, you would go and tap him and tell him no, okay? And then when he stops, good boy, and you test over and over till he gets to the point. I like to tell people is he's going to go to the trash can, he's going to go to the counter one day, he's going to go up and smell, which isn't against the law, but then he's going to turn around and walk away. I would definitely give my dogs all kind of praise when they did that. That's teaching them that, yes, you're doing what we need to do. Let's just grow from there, buddy, okay? So that's pretty much it. You know I'm here if you need me, any of you. This video is, of course, here where we are, but it's also going to go in my puppy do's and don'ts. In fact, I think I'm going to take all of my less than 6-month-old puppies, or right there at that age, and start to put them there because I think this is important. A puppy learns a lot at this age. Just know it's only natural if you're not consistent that he's going to test boundaries as he gets older. Nothing wrong with that. You did it, I did it when we were children. Only one that didn't test boundaries is Rachel, my dog trainer and daughter. She was always a real good girl. Shame on her. But I love her. I love you. I'm here if you need me. 336-945-3232. JimHodgesDogTraining.com. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless. Good boy.